Hi and welcome. My name's Hugo and this is the Kundalini Hub. If you've landed here, it's for good reason. I can assume that you've experienced something quite extraordinary. An activation of energy at the base of the spine, or a lightning bolt surge rising into your head. An expansion in consciousness, or felt a deep connection, a oneness with everything. You may have been deeply moved, shocked to the core, and left with the feeling of, what's just happened to me? You may have activated this latent energy by attending a Vipassana retreat. Psychedelics your thing? How about a near-death experience or an intimate sexual encounter? It may have been through breathwork or through childbirth. It could have happened spontaneously or by practicing yoga. In my case, I once fell to my knees in a deep state of pain, crying out, looking up to the skies, waving a little white flag in complete surrender. If you identify with any one of these or your story is similar, I'd like to welcome you to the fold. You may have been seeking answers, possibly felt confused, being let down by a guru or a practitioner. I can totally relate, and that's why I've been called to create this hub, to birth a container for all who've been initiated and called forward. You're not alone. Let us be heard, seen, and validated, and have a space to tell our story. In all honesty, I don't love the word Kundalini. When my world imploded, I was trying to make sense of it all. A search for answers resulted in a diagnosis. With what you're describing, I'm sure it's Kundalini. Kunda what? I replied. That word just seemed so foreign to me. Upon further discovery, I was led to certain cultures, practices, and some sort of understanding, but I was still bemused. I understand that Kundalini is the go-to word when relating to this process, so in this case, we'll just stick with it. Kundalini for me is far beyond concepts, ideologies, or theories. I'd much rather refer to it as the universe's source, the absolute, God's redemption process. Consider in the beginning, we, yes you and I, a collective unit, a complete oneness, had a tiny mad thought. What would it feel like to experience separation? And boom, from oneness, we expanded into unnumbered fragments of consciousness, the birthing of a sense of you and I, from all perspective to my perspective. This is what I would refer to as the core wound that we all yearn to return to, a self-created expulsion from the cosmic womb. I'm not religious, but in biblical terms, this would be the eating of the fruit of the tree of good and evil, to taste duality and experience separation, the luring of the serpent downwards into the energies of the generations, conditioning and forgetfulness, the veiling and the birth of the character in this cosmic play. I can assure you that on this journey through space and time, you've played many characters. Think of all the characters in this cosmic play. You've played them all, and you've played them well. That's why you may have had glimpses into previous incarnations. Through this falling into identity, we took on all manner of experience, playing both the role of the oppressor and oppressed. We've gathered up quite some baggage along the way, meanwhile falling further and further into identifying with the character and losing ourselves in the script. So when the soul reaches its maximum point of contraction, in comes a redemptive process, which is Kundalini. It's got nothing to do with evolving consciousness, rather a removal of the blinders into a revelation of what always has been. Our journey from darkness to light, or from forgetting to remembering, which is now well underway. During a point in my process, I cried out inwardly and said, I feel like I'm losing my mind here. I really feel as though I'm losing the plot. And the reply was, that's the whole point, my love, to lose the plot. This plot or story based on forgetting. It's time to remember. The time for freedom has come. You and I are pieces of a grand tapestry, akin to a giant jigsaw puzzle, once strewn and thrown across the vast universe, now being pieced back together or redeemed one by one. This energy now being turned around to be fed by divine inspiration. The era of the guru is coming to an end, as we collectively are the guru, the one I am in you and I, because there's only one here expressing as the many. So here is the invitation to step forward. I take pleasure in facilitating and to hold a space that was not readily available to me. My journey has not been experienced in vain. It has prepared me for this very role. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you.